United States President Donald Trump has signed an executive order to withdraw the country from the Paris Climate Agreement, marking a second exit in less than a decade. Following this, he signed a formal letter to the United Nations notifying the global body of the country's intent to leave the 2015 Accord. The Accord is aimed at limiting long-term global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, or failing that, keeping temperatures at least well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. The Accord is voluntary and allows nations to provide targets to cut their own emissions of greenhouse gases from the burning of coal, oil and natural gas. With this move, the US joins a small group of nations such as Iran, Libya and Yemen that are not part of the Accord. Under the agreement's rules, exiting would take a year after submitting formal notice to the UN. The UN Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres, through a spokesperson, expressed confidence that the US cities, states and businesses would continue to push for low-carbon economic growth despite the federal government's withdrawal. Besides initiating the US's withdrawal from the Paris Climate Accord, Trump, after being sworn in, declared a national energy emergency to expand drilling in the US, which is the world's top oil and gas producer. Also, he said he would scrap vehicle emission standards that amount to an electric vehicle mandate. Moreover, he vowed to curb wind farms. In protest, climate activists in London hung a banner opposite the Houses of Parliament. The banner read, "Trump, climate genocide," as activists said that Trump's policy on climate is going to have a dreadful consequence.
I mean, he's a climate-denying neo-fascist. As the most powerful person in the world, that's bound to have terrible consequences. And so we are trying to broadcast the message of just how serious that is, but especially for the climate, because a destabilised climate is going to affect everybody.
Trump's policy on climate change is growing more global concern, with China highlighting that the climate change is a challenge faced by all of humanity. The Chinese Foreign Ministry reminded Trump that no nation can remain unaffected or solve the problems related to climate change on their own.